Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is R-Type on the Amstrad CPC. Obviously you're very much familiar with R-Type if you watch this channel. Originally released in the arcades by IRAM in 1987, and it set the standard for shooters. It looked fantastic, sounded fantastic, played amazingly, but of course was balls horrifically hard. I've played this on the Master System, I've played it on MAME, played the Spectrum version, which have a gameplay from start to finish. Obviously, spoilers, I use a poke in that. I've played on the Commodore 64, which is also a great version. The Spectrum version is absolutely fantastic. This is a port of that. But yeah, the Commodore 64 version is alright, but it's just a reskin version of a different game. I played on the PC Engine, which is my favourite home port of it of all time, and I played on the Sharp X68000, so I thought it only fair that we have a look at the Amstrad CPC version. Now, I'm running this on my Super Console X, so let's just get this out of the way. I am aware that a few years ago there was a homebrew version of this release that was absolutely fantastic. I played it through emulation, but I had to play it on a laptop and I couldn't map the controls properly. Novabug sent it to me through Messenger, and I've actually found my copy of it again, so I'll see if I can add ROMs to this box, because honestly that thing rivals the Master System version. It's absolutely fantastic. This, however, they gave me an incredibly short amount of time, a fierce deadline if you will, to get an Amstrad version out, so they ported it from the ZX Spectrum. I know that because I've seen videos on it, but I've never actually played it, so I think it only fair that if we're going to play the reboot, or remake I should say, at some point, we give this version a crack of the whip. Because also, if it is a port of the Spectrum version, then in its basic form it should still be pretty, you know, shit hot, because the Spectrum version is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let's get into this. Oh yeah, I forgot, you got to load it. I'll be cutting that shit out. So, let's just also get this out of the way. I apologise for the background noise, because there is no music in this game. There is only sound effects, because it's a port of a 48K version of the ZX Spectrum. There was no 128K version, I believe. I did use a hacked ROM, which meant I could load all the levels in at once. And it fixed the problem, because one of the levels you could never get to, it would never load. So I don't know if that happens on here, but it does mean you will hear background noise, as I live on the busiest road in the West Country. So you think that sucks? Trust me, it sucks more for me, because I have to sleep during the daytime. Anyway, escape to define keys. Hello? Today would be nice. Do I have to sit through? Yeah, I have to sit through that. Right, so O left, P right, Q up, A down, M far, and Z for orb. Goodness, keys are champions, keys are gods. Right, so fire to play. So your charge beams at the bottom, so is your score, your high score, your lives and stuff like that. It's got specky sound effects, has it? I don't know why I raised my voice then like it was a question. It's the Spectrum version with weirder colours. Bluer colours, I should say. But make no mistake about it, it's still great for what it is, because R-Type should have never been able to have been ported to the Spectrum. Is there some weird clipping going on in the bottom right hand corner of the screen? Did that happen on the Spectrum? I don't know. Should I get a white stick? The screen is a bit cramped, but it was a bit cramped on the Spectrum. Right, let's get you on the front. Right. Oh! Ho-ho-ho! What was that noise? I would say it doesn't run quite as smooth as the Spectrum. There's not a massive amount in it, but it does seem to be a little bit sort of jarring. But you know what? I said it before and I'll say it again. Hopefully I can at least get to the end of the level. But if you love this in the arcades, bearing in mind that even as a kid, with all the ports we got, we were very much aware of the fact that we should not have been possible to get anything like the arcade at home, especially on games like this. You've only got to look at the fucking awful port of Nemesis, which was done by Konami themselves, and Salamander, which was done by Konami themselves but released by Imagine, to know that this is something else. Oh, that was my fault, bollocks. Trying to avoid the little weird alien droney things, and I backed into the wall. Does this mean I'm screwed? Because I need, no, I want an orb. We might reset. We might be cheap. I can ace the first level on the Spectrum, mainly because I honed my skills on it. Because, was it your Sinclair Crash magazine or Sinclair user? I don't know. It came, level 1 came free on a cover tape of one of these magazines, and I rinsed the shit out of it. There's a little bit of weirdness going on with their bullets. And I don't mean because they're aimed at me. Hey! But, they seem to disappear. Was that because I'm firing through them? I should start again, really, shouldn't I? I don't know why I'm persevering. Because, like, I've got this OCD... Yeah, there's weird stuff going on the scroll on the right-hand corner of the screen. Now, I've got this OCD thing, which is... if I die anywhere on the first stage of R-Type, I have to reset. Can't, you know, you have to at least be able to ace this stage. Otherwise, you know, you're just shit. I think the not being able to see their bullets, there's definitely a kind of... It's not as good or as smooth as the Spectrum thing going on, which you would expect if they, you know, push comes to shove, they were given such a strict time limit. Like, wasn't it weeks? Someone who's an Amstrad CPC kid can probably tell me that. But it's still respectable. She's just trying to keep you respectable. She's not doing a very good job. Points for the quote. Spoilers! It's my favourite movie. Oh! Don't back into the bullets, Dave. Yeah, that definitely... I don't know, though. I haven't said that. I say that all the time with shit like this. You just gave me speed. I appreciate that. But I need a little bit more. There we go. Thank you. Ask and you shall get. And I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I say that all the time, but unless you're playing it side by side, then... I don't know. I have done a comparison of the Spectrum version versus Commodore 64 version. Spoilers! I prefer the Spectrum version, and I've done the arcade versus the PC Engine version to show you how close it is. Spoilers! It's pretty fucking damn close. Just the resolution means it has to scroll up and down a bit. The screen has resolution stuff. That's in my arcade comparisons playlist. Because, yeah, I have one of those. Why not? We all need life goals, don't we? Do you know what? That's messing my eyes up. That's weird. Look at it. Definitely not as good as the Spectrum. But it's got to be on here before I play the Majestic. So it's been years since I played it, and I gave up playing it simply because I didn't like playing it on a laptop, even though I could export it to my TV for HD, because I could not get a control pad to work, and there's no way I was playing on the default keys, which were cursor keys, because obviously no one plays with cursor keys, because fucking shit. Right, am I just going to stay here? But, yeah. I will hopefully get round to doing that. I say hopefully. I'm assuming you... Yep, waiting for you to come out. That you can add ROMs. It's basically a TV box, this anyway, isn't it? It's an Android TV box. Yeah, your ship seems to go from, like, slow to fast. When you just move it, when you just edge it up a little bit, sorry, and then it just seems to lurch. I'm not saying it was super smooth on the ZX Spectrum, but it definitely felt a little bit more than this. Right, I'm going to let you... Oh, your speed. I'm going to let you come in close. No, I'm not, because it won't let me. Get on the front! It's voice activated, didn't you know? Get on the front, Jesus! Who's fucking flying you, Miss Daisy? I mean, again, time restrictions, port. So lack of music and proper sound effects is a bit poor. This really hurts my eyes. It makes it very difficult, plus it's also very small. That's horrible. Oh, that's, yeah. I'm going to go back, not necessarily show you, but in my life, in my world, if you will, I'm playing the Spectrum version now, because, yeah, is that slowdown? Maybe when I said, if this was, you know, you massive fan of the arcade machine and you had an Amstrad CPC, and obviously you never knew years and years and years later, in the next century, if you will, you were going to get a proper port. Would you have been happy with this? I don't know so much now. I can't kill you fuckers. That's a problem. Come back. Come back. That's fucking useless. If I haven't got the bouncy bouncy, that's what it's called, the bouncy bouncy laser, then yeah, shit's not going to happen, is it? Firing seems to be an issue as well. It seems the more it goes on, the more issues that appear. I'm not going to enter my name, you enter my name. Well, let's try that again. I need the bouncy bouncy lasers for that bit there. Someone can't spell Dennis. No, 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 you always get me on this. Why is the colour on that screen so garish and horrible as well? Maybe they should get a white stick. But I can't stay mad at them, because like I said, they got the short end of the stick and having to port this so brutally quick. Right, are my keys the same? Fire, fire, fire. Thank you. I'm going to say they are. If you had an Amstrad back in the day and you played this and you were a massive fan of the arcade, were you alright with it? It's starting to get a bit jerky on my eyes. I don't think that's Spectrum sound effects either. It was beeper, wasn't it? It has that kind of more melodious, damp thud sound. That's the best descriptive term I've ever used in my life. Did that just go through him? I think that, no! No! No, no, no. By saying these words out loud. Fuck! I increased my chances of dying. Right, we start back, Shah. It's too, like, chuggy. It makes it, you know, it's making it too difficult. I know. Excuses. Yoink. Just get to the end of the level. That's all I want. Life goals, life goals. Right, where are you? I swear, my last one just went through him. Because you don't get a sound effect for every bolt, it makes you think that they're not doing anything. That works. Oh wait, one more comes. Does one come from behind? He should in the arcade. Yeah. Hey! That's not cricket. Any more? The power-up system in this game, though, also groundbreaking. We were spoiled, weren't we? This and Nemesis. Can you imagine a world where Nemesis and R-Type didn't exist? I don't want to. If that world exists, it's a cold and barren place. Keyboard's slipping off my legs. That's how I play these games. Rock and roll, motherfuckers. Bunch up. Yeah, you could see it there. Come on. One more at the roof. Because of course. Also the blue, mind. The blue. What's with the blue? It's the wheel, isn't it? Or is it a satellite? I don't know. Especially with the way this clips and chugs and jerks and shit. It's potential to fuck you up when you're doing alright. So it's going to be Speed or the bouncy bouncy motherfucker. Be the bouncy bouncy motherfucker. No, it's the speed, but you're the bouncy motherfucker. See, it's a toss-up between this and the ring laser, which I'm pretty sure it's not what it's called. Oh, but that's what I like to call it. Between what's my favourite weapon. Obviously, you can get one more power up for this as well, can't you, mate? That's weak sound effects. Boo, 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 and shit. Second pass. Second pass. See, it jerks so much, I don't know if I can see the bloody bullets. I can hardly see where the thing is I got to shoot. Yoink. And then... Ooh! Stay away from my ass. My no claims bonus. My third place? My no claims bonus isn't protected. Look at it. Yeah, it's chugging. I can't remember what the weird Geiger-esque alien is called at the end. I know, that's shocking, isn't it? Just get there. Just want to see if the, you know, the blast your orb, awkward, into his stomach works. No! No, that's me talking, like, you know, not that it doesn't work, just because I saw bullets coming at me. And I was scared. Someone needed to hold me. But none of you were there. Alright, it's just a bounce. No, this... Yes. That's the satellite, sorry. Well, then is that satellite? What's the orb? Is that satellite? No, that's the... I don't know. I mean, it's alright. You can't tell what... That's the wrong colour. The colours are fucking wank in this. You can't tell what weapon power-ups they are because everything's the wrong colours. Right, can I just hold you down? No, obviously not, because of my charge beam. And obviously R-Type 2 only came out on the Amiga and the Atari ST. Super R-Type on the SNES, even though I had it, it's one of my included games when I got my Super Famicom imported. Doesn't count as R-Type 2. Just doesn't. Is that the missile? Yes. Do your stuff. Look at it. Oh, frame rate issues and everything. It's R-Type though, Dave, come on. It's not their fault. Don't be mad at them. Again, see what colour is that? It's fucking Lucky Dip, innit? Who remembers 10p Lucky Dips? There's a blast from the past. Is it going to be the bouncy? Fuck it. Yeah, but it's longer beams, isn't it? Yeah, but it's a dry heat, man. Points with the quote. Kind of, you could say, related to this game. I was just going to say, is that even doing anything? There he is, totally the wrong colour. This is what I remember taking away from screenshots I've seen of this when people talk about it. How that looks. Right, where's his... Where's his little fucking indigestion beast? He hasn't got one. Yeah, he has. That's fucking shit. Did you see that? He didn't come out till the last minute. This does not. See, I just thought it was just, even if it was a butchered straight port of Spectrum, it must be alright. I was wrong. Yoink! We count on them to be passive. We counted wrong. Points for quote. From a Def Leppard song. And he's my favourite president ever! Oh! Oh! Houseman. Don't want you. We're gonna... No, wait, what? I don't want that! Ooh! Shake harder, boy. Yeah, this is... I can ace this level. This is just too fucked. Jerky, unresponsive... Well, it kind of lulls you in. It feels alright, and then stuff happens on the screen and it fucking shits its pants. I couldn't get him. See what I mean? There you go, R-Type. on the Amstrad CPC. Yeah, it's a port of the Spectrum, and it really isn't their fault, but again, it's a question of don't meet your heroes. It's not bad for what it is, but it just doesn't play right. Absolutely not. Anyways, always love to know what you think, especially if you played this back and then you loved R-Type and this was the only port you could have, and you know what it was like on your mates' machines. And thank you very much for watching.